Assalamu alaikum. Coronavirus COVID-19 is affecting 2002 countries and territories around the world. That is why a huge amount of humanity is googling coronavirus COVID-19. They found a lot of contents on internet. Yes, you heard me. There is contents about, but sadly not all of it is true or valid. Thus, I am trying to share some ethical information from research papers published by highly qualified professionals and scientists from world's renowned organizations.
Well, I'm not holding you for a long from these frequently asked questions about this coronavirus family.
So the information I'm gonna discuss you is the findings of Caroline McCammer. She is a professor of cell biology whose lab at the Johns Hopkins School of Medicine has studied the basic biology of coronaviruses for years, and she has been joined Johns Hopkins MPH-MBA candidate Samuel Volken for a brief discussions of these findings and what they mean for efforts to protect against spread of the virus. And these conversations between Caroline McCammer and Samuel Volken has been edited for length and clarity. So before just to answer some of the questions, let me tell you something about this research that according to recent studies published in the New England Journal of Medicine, SARS-CoV-2, which is this virus, the virus that causes COVID-19, can live in the air and on the surfaces between several hours and several days. The study found that the virus is capable of surviving or living successfully, especially under particular environment conditions, for up to 72 hours on plastic, 48 hours on stainless steel, 24 hours on cardboard, and 4 hours on copper. It is also detectable in the air for 3 hours. Here we go with the first question, which was asked by Volken, and Volken asked, according to this report, it sounds like the COVID-19 virus is potentially living on surfaces for days. How worried should we be about our risk of becoming infected simply by touching something an infected person was in contact with days ago? For this question or this query, McCammer replied, what's getting a lot of press and is presented out of context is that the virus can last on plastic for 72 hours, which sounds really scary, but what's more important is the amount of virus that remains. It is less than 0.1% of the starting virus material. Infection is theoretically possible, but unlikely at the level remaining after a few days. People need to know this. Well, the New England Journal of Medicine study found that the COVID virus can be detected in the air for 3 hours. In nature, respiratory droplets sink to the ground faster than the aerosol produced in this study. The experimental aerosols used in the labs are smaller than what comes out of a cough or sneeze, so they remain in the air at face level longer than heavier particles would in nature. And the second question which was asked from McCammer by Volken was, what is the best way I can protect myself knowing that the virus that causes COVID-19 lives on the surface? For this question, McCammer replied, you are more likely to touch the infection through the air if you are next to someone infected than off of a surface. Cleaning surfaces with disinfectants or soap is very effective because once the oily surface coat of the virus is disabled, there is no way the virus can infect a host cell. However, there cannot be an overabundance of cautions. Nothing like this has ever happened before, and I am giving you some guidelines that CDC has provided on how to protect yourself. Includes first, clean and disinfect surfaces that many people come in contact with. These include tables, doorknobs, light switches, countertops, handles, desks, phones, keyboards, toilets, faucets, and sinks. Avoid touching high contact surfaces in public. This second number, wash your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds immediately when you return home from a public place such as the bank or grocery store. Third, when in public space, put a distance of 6 feet between yourself and others. Four, which is most importantly, stay home if you are sick and contact your doctor. Now the next question, which is very interesting, and actually it has been a lot of saying and noise about these questions, and when I come to this research paper I also got my answer part that questions. And Volkan asked McCammer that there has been speculation that once the summer seasons arrives and the weather warms up, the virus wouldn't survive, but we don't yet know if that is true. Does the weather or indoor temperature affect the survival of COVID-19 virus on the surface? And you know its answer? You don't know? Well, you have to wait. No, I'm not gonna make you people wait for a longer. And McCammer for this question replied that there is no evidence one way or the other. The virus variability and exposure to heat or cold has not been studied. So let me tell you what McCammer is saying, that there is no evidence one way or other way. The virus variability and exposure to heat or cold has not been studied, but it does bear pointing out that the New England Journal of Medicine study was performed at about room temperature, that is 21 to 23 degrees Celsius. So we don't know anything about its heat or cold variability as it is not studied yet. So we have to wait and see. In the next question, which is also very important, we will get the answer that why so many people are infected by this COVID-19. And for this, Volkan asked McCammer, how does the virus that causes COVID-19 compare with other coronaviruses, and why are we seeing so many more cases? For this question, McCammer replied, SARS-CoV-2 behaves like a typical respiratory coronavirus in the basic mechanisms of infection and replication, but several mutations allow it to bend tighter to its host receptor and increase its transmissibility, which is thought to make it more infectious. The New England Journal of Medicine study suggests that the stability of SARS-CoV-2 is very similar to that of SARS-CoV-1, the virus that caused the 2002 and 2003 SARS global outbreak. But researchers believe people can carry high viral load of the SARS-CoV-2 in the upper respiratory tract without recognizing any symptoms, allowing them to shed and transmit the virus while asymptomatic. That is why its transmission is from one person to another person is so high because of this thing. I think that's enough for today to know correct about coronavirus. Is many more to come in next videos, and to get the notifications for that precious informational and educational videos of coronavirus, you need to smash the subscriber button and then click the bell icon to get it in notification icon. So you will have to wait. Until then, take good care of yourself and your loved ones by staying in home. Yes, stay safe by staying in home.